I'm Vic Meyers. Welcome to The Resistance. The word radical. It comes from the Latin radix, meaning root. A radical solution is one that aims to address a problem at its root, not just the surface. In America, the working class people are the roots of democracy, which is why we call it the grassroots. In political theory, radical change is fundamental change. When colonial Americans decided to cast away their king and form a democracy, they became radicals. Now, Republicans, they use the word to describe literally every Democrat on every ballot. Medicaid expansion is radical socialism. Free public transportation is radical socialism. Background checks, well, that's radical gun control. The word is a scare tactic that turns every solution into something suspicious. On the left, it's used far less often. Republicans aren't interested in fixing the root causes of things like healthcare costs or gun violence or affordable housing. So when Democrats do use the word radical, they often use it incorrectly. They might say radical right-wing extremist, when they should just say extremist or fascist these days. There's nothing radical about the MAGA movement because it's not about solving problems for ordinary people. It's about exclusion, division, and moving more power away from us and toward the wealthy. The left does use the word radical in one other way, and it actually fits. They use it when a progressive Democrat runs for office with the intention of addressing problems at their root cause. People can't afford housing and food, so raise the minimum wage. The healthcare system is broken, so join the rest of the world with single-payer healthcare. That makes us radical. The solutions may be or may not be simple, but they actually address the cause instead of the symptom. That's why the Republican Party and the power brokers of the Democratic Party react in the same way. They're members of the same choir, singing the hymns of the oligarchy. Every issue that the Republicans and the self-described centrists of the Dem Party use to frame progressives as radicals has two very important things in common. First, these issues actually solve problems at the roots. Medicare for all takes the profit motive out of our healthcare system. Raising the minimum wage leads to better health outcomes, less crime, less addiction, stronger families. Taxing the rich, well, it rewards the people who are the means of production, makes the wealthy pay their fair share, and allows the government to fund what needs funding without putting the entire burden on the working class. The list of root-solving solutions is long. Second, every one of these ideas, they have majority support among Americans across many years of polling, regardless of political party affiliation. There's also a third thing that all these ideas share. The donor classes of the Republicans and the Democrats hate every one of them. These ideas might mean that they only have $999 million instead of $1 billion. They might have to give up one of their many vacation mansions or take one less trip around the world. Their opposition, it's not about policy. It's about their unending greed. These elites label progressives as radicals and make it sound like it's a bad thing. They repeat it over and over as if the word itself is something sour. The tactic has worked for far too long. If the working class of this country wants an American dream that is equally accessible to all, instead of letting the rich and the powerful decide who is worthy, then we have to reclaim the word radical. So when somebody calls you a lefty radical because you support a policy like, say, Medicare for all or raising the minimum wage, remember, you're in the majority. Reply to them by saying, "You're damn skippy I'm a radical, because I believe in solving problems." Thanks for listening. Good day.